I am scared. I back down. A lot. I'm not brave and I'd rather hide than face my responsibilities. Do you feel the same about yourself? Well, did you know that we were both lying? Maybe I should start from the beginning. It didn't even take me a month to think that my videos and ideas are boring, that I am uncreative and basically not able to achieve anything, even though filming videos is just a fun hobby and nothing more. Still, I am not doing a good job. No one wants to see what a privileged white girl is doing with her days anyway. I'm not even good at keeping up with regular filming and editing. Just like it is with everything I take up, I see no growth, no progress, and I put it back down again. I'm a coward. I'm lazy and I need to accept that I'm probably mediocre in most things I do and like. Sounds familiar? What if your best friend or your parent or your partner would talk about themselves like that? Wouldn't we tell them not to be so hard on themselves? That they're still achieving a lot, that they're good in what they do, and that some things take time and patience, and that you're proud of them for doing their best? Why don't you say that to yourself? Why don't I try to be more patient with myself? Why don't I give myself credit for the courage to take up a new hobby?
There isn't many options there. I mean, that's more valuable than that.
True. Currently, it's super warm here and I have my issues with warmness because I feel like hot weather is way harder to endure than cold weather. Yesterday we went to the beach and I was actually super scared because it was super hot and there was barely any shadow and I feel like I get super weak. So I was a bit scared, but we still did it, and even though we actually had to walk a lot, we kind of managed, which I'm happy about. But today we're doing it all over again, just this time in a really hot city, so I don't know what to think. My summary for this is, a lot of times you're able to do more than you think you can. Rihanna wasn't born with her own makeup company and underwear brand next to her angelic voice. Angela Merkel, despite being chancellor, still has to put up with rich white man's bullshit. Margaret Hamilton didn't wake up one day with the whole code for the Apollo mission in her mind. What I'm saying is that we gotta be a bit logical here. Most of the time we are not born with an exceptional talent. Almost everything has to be practiced. We might have an inclination to one thing or the other, like me being able to learn languages rather quickly while entirely sucking in math, but in the end it all comes down to three things. Luck, practice, and my second point. Discipline. You want something, you work for it. I'm not good at making YouTube videos, which doesn't mean I have to quit doing it. I just have to practice it. And that means I have to put time and energy in what I like. We have to prioritize and, at best, set time for those things. But sometimes you still need a little heads up, a little pep talk, a little pat on the back that gives you some extra motivation not to quit and to continue working for your goals. That's where your support group comes into play. One of the most important learnings I had from listening to countless Oprah podcast episodes is to believe people with what they're saying. The exact quote is, "When people tell you who they are, believe them," which Maya Angelou taught Oprah, and it was more related to not trying to change people even though you have already seen their true self. But we can also just turn it around. When people tell me that I'm amazing, I should believe them. What could happen? Why not believe in myself enough to acknowledge that others believe in me? Why not be brave enough to accept compliments instead of projecting them back at others? Another thing that I have to remind myself of way too often is to also make sure to trust others with their capabilities. I think that a lot of my anxieties in the past revolved around not trusting others. like, I'm still scared, you know. But what he told me was basically that besides that probably nothing happens at all, it's more like I should probably just try and turn around and see how grateful I am for this being possible already and being able to get it now already.
It is crazy just how much the world progressed. Like if you count it as in like I was thinking if I lived like in the old times, like when there was no internet, there was nothing, it was like 1800s or 1700s. I was expected to die at 40.
I think one thing is also that while I never expect me to exceed in anything or expect me to achieve anything, I also usually am really hesitant of trusting other people. And where I'm going, it's literally people who studied that, people who learned that, people who also see people like me all the time. Like they know how to deal with people who are scared.
Yeah.
I can trust people. I am allowed to trust people. Not trusting doctors to know how to treat me, not trusting pilots to land me safely, not trusting friends to have only the best intentions for me. And when it comes to other people like the doctors, I will rely on logic. They probably don't have a degree for nothing. And my last thing that I will probably repeat all over again whenever I can is to celebrate yourself. By now, I managed to upload 3, now 4 videos and film something every week. I managed to get over my fear to get visible. I recorded a script, made thumbnails, and I'm almost mediocre at editing, and I think this actually screams success for me. We can and should do little steps. The catch is just to realize them. Now that you made it that far in the video, I'm super thankful that you did, and I'm wondering, how do you gather your courage? Do you take risks? Are you brave? And what helps you being brave? Do you need a little bit of help from friends? Would you rather do everything by yourself? Let me know, and I hope that I can learn something from you as well.